guys? It's Brian from LIMMA Martial Arts. I'm here with my buddy Andy. We're going to show you a technique from the full guard. It's going to be a scissor sweep / triangle variation. Hopefully you can tap some guys out with it. So we're going to start off with the full guard. I'm going to start off with Andy in my closed guard over here. He's going to have his arms on my chest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to support my arm to the outside of his elbow. Okay? Some people like to use their thumbs. I just like to support behind him like this. My right hand, I'm going to make a 4-finger monkey grip behind his head, kind of like I want to do a scissor sweep. Now I'm going to posture like I'm going to do a scissor sweep. My right foot's going to come to the floor, and I'm going to hip escape out. But instead of bringing my knee across my opponent's belly, I'm going to lift it up, and I'm going to come across his arm. Now I'm going to use my right knee, I'm going to drive it into his chest, and I'm going to elongate my back a little bit. Once I clear his arm, I kind of pushed his arm back a little bit, I'm going to let my right foot slip up to his shoulder. Once I caught his shoulder with my right leg, I'm going to torque my body to the side. I'm going to look Andy right into his ear. Okay? As soon as I cleared his shoulder and I cut a good angle, both of my hands come to the back of his head, and I'm going to cross my feet. Okay? Now I have to deal with his arm over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my butt up in the air really quick, and I'm going to push his arm across my face, across my chest. Both of my hands go to his head, and now I'm going to readjust my triangle. I'm going to reach up, I'm going to grab my right leg, the leg that's across his shoulder. My left foot is going to go to his hip bone. I plant my foot to his hip bone. I bring my knee in nice and tight. I'm going to cut my angle for a second time. I'm going to look him directly in the ear. Now my foot's going to come over, nice. I'm going to go right over my shin. Okay? Very important that we don't go over our toes here, right? So if I go over into my toes and Andy decides to really posture up hard, I'm going to toe hold myself, right? He's going to break my guard right there. So I want to make sure that I go over my shin bone. Okay? My toes are pointed up. My left hand is going to come to the back of his head. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my whole forearm to go to the entire side of his head. My right hand is going to reach for his arm. I'm going to grab his shoulder here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not just going to squeeze my legs really hard. I'm going to squeeze my legs, I'm going to choke him, but I'm also going to pull his head towards my right thigh here. That's going to really give me an extra bite into my triangle choke that's going to tap even the toughest guys out. So I'm going to squeeze the legs, and I'm going to pull his head and get my tap.